There's something slightly weird when you're clapping with no one here. Strange. If you like Strange, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Anyway, back today with another episode on The Voice of Football. We are the fastest growing football commentator, funny, debatable YouTube channel in the world. So subscribe. Do it now.
Okay.
So we're back today with another episode of Let's Talk Football, and we are back today with the Dybala and Lukaku swap deal. Someone in Manchester United has only gone and appointed bloody Del Boy Trotter. I swear to God, who on earth has managed to get a deal between Dybala and Lukaku? Like,
it's the one and only Digo Double G.
And we are back with a brand new question for you guys to answer today, and also I'm going to give you my opinion, because who wouldn't want to listen to that? Cheers, guys. Thanks. Appreciate that. So what is today's question? It is, who is getting the better deal between the Lukaku and Dybala swap deal? Is it Juventus or is it Manchester United? You have 5 seconds to decide. Have you ever thought to yourself what YouTubers actually look like when they don't edit the part of the video that they're doing? This is it.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. So today we're back with a brand new episode on the Lukaku and Dybala swap deal. Now, as of recording, it hasn't been agreed yet. It's just obviously rumoured and obviously it looks set to be done. If it all falls through, I'm going to look absolutely stupid. But it looks set to be done. So we're going to go with the idea that it will be done. So let's ask ourselves, who has done the better deal here? You know, for me, I've got to try and argue a point for Lukaku. And Manchester United fans are so optimistic. You've got a lot of stuff going on about at the moment, and it's a good reason to. You've got Maguire getting linked, you've got Bruno Fernandes getting linked, and obviously Dybala, you get rid of Lukaku for Dybala. You know, that's a great deal in itself. You know, it's very optimistic to be a Manchester United fan, and they needed to make big movements because the last few years, as we all know, they've been absolute dog shit. Absolute dog shit. But they're coming back with some big signings. However, the Dybala-Lukaku swap deal come out of freaking nowhere. Now, I've got to try and argue both points. I've got to argue points for Dybala being a great signing. I've got to argue Lukaku to go to Juventus is a better signing. I don't know how I'm going to do that. So let's start off with Dybala. We all know he's a very talented player. It was only a couple of years ago he was getting linked with the likes of Barcelona and Real Madrid. Now, last season, he didn't live up to the same expectations that he did before. You know, I think he scored 5 goals and assisted 5 in like 28 games or something like that. But when you've got a player like Ronaldo on your team, you know, second fiddle to one of the greatest players to ever live, you know, so Dybala got pushed to the side a little bit, he got pushed out of position as well, and Ronaldo was the main man in Juventus' team. So you can understand why Dybala didn't have a great season last season. The season before that, though, he was on fire, and that's why he got linked with the big teams in Europe. You know, Dybala, he's only 25 years old, so he's got a lot of potential still to fulfill. You know, he's not even in his prime yet. So I think this could be a great deal for Manchester United. You know, the style they want to play that quick attacking football that Manchester United are known for. And that's one thing I always criticise with Lukaku in Manchester United. They don't play to his strengths, but we'll get onto that in just a little bit. But Dybala would definitely fit in that mould with, it could be up front or he could just be playing behind Rashford. Could you imagine Dybala and Rashford like coming at you, you know, that pace, that skill, it'll be quite lethal. As a Manchester United fan, you've got to be optimistic about that. And you get rid of Lukaku, who a lot of Manchester United fans see him as a bit of a donkey, but I'm a big fan of Lukaku. The reason for it, he was absolutely class at Everton because they played to his strengths. At Manchester United, they didn't. Sometimes I saw Lukaku on the wing last year. Lukaku is not a winger. Look at the size of him. He's like that, he's hench as fuck, you know, and he's a big striker, and he's a style of player that you have to play in the air to, and you have to use his abilities, which is his strength, and you've got to use his strength to score goals. Manchester United, I don't think did that last season, you know, or the last 2 seasons that he's been there. But he's still scoring goals. He scored more goals than Dybala last season. He's a great striker, in my opinion, to have up front. Yes, his confidence is shattered, but can you understand that with obviously Manchester United fans getting on his back, with him not scoring as many goals as a lot of people predicted for playing one of the biggest teams in the world? For me, I see Lukaku being a great deal for Juventus. You know, I think he's a lot better than someone like Mandzukic up front. I think he's a great striker to have. Obviously, I don't know how it's going to work out. Maybe they'll push Ronaldo out on the wing, but I do think Ronaldo is better situated up front now. He's getting a little bit older. Lukaku could be a great rotational player to bring in. Obviously, Ronaldo needs a rest. He's getting older now, so he might need a couple of games where he can't play or he shouldn't be risked, you know, if there's a Champions League game coming up. However, so, who has got the better deal? Manchester United or Juventus? In my opinion, I'm going to say Manchester United. And the reason I'm going to say this for Manchester United, because again, they don't play to his strengths. They want to play fast, quick football on the floor, and Dybala could be the perfect example of that style of player that they want and that they need. Lukaku doesn't fit their system. Let Lukaku go to Juventus. I do believe Lukaku's going to have a great time at Juventus if he does go, but for me, I'm going to have to say Manchester United. Now guys, let me know in the comment section down below. One question's going to be, who got a better deal, Manchester United or Juventus? We all know probably a lot of you are going to choose Manchester United. The second one is, where would you put him? Would you put him up front? Would you put him behind Rashford? Would you put him on the right wing? Let us know in the comment section down below. So with all that being said, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, hit the like button. Also subscribe if you're new around here, and if you're already subscribed, then thank you for tuning in and watching it all the way to the end of the video. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.